welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Joeshon Jr. And today we got a special guest. I got the opportunity to interview an up-and-coming undefeated boxer. We got Joeshon James out of Sacramento, California. 6-0, 3 knockouts. What's up, Joeshon?
What's up, man? Hey, thank you for having me, Jose. It's a pleasure to be on your platform, man, and get me in early, before all the other cameras start coming. I remember
Absolutely, man.
everybody who hit me up first, before, because the cameras is coming and everything, So I just appreciate, like small platforms like you reaching out and wanting to do interviews and stuff, man. It means a lot, for real.
Thank you, man. And it means a lot as well for you making the time. So like you said, you're busy, up and coming, and soon you're gonna have the ESPNs of the world, having a microphone in your face. So I appreciate you making the time, man.
Right.
Man. So the first question I got for you, man. So I'm from the Bay Area. I live up here in Fairfield, and I see in your box rec that you were born in Viejo. Is that right?
Well, yeah. Born in Vallejo. All my family is from Oakland, but so I spent a lot of time in Oakland, California. But my mom, we moved to Fairfield, California. Went to Armijo High School for a few years, and then transferred to Dixon High School in Dixon. And then I graduated, moved out, and now I'm in Sacramento. So I've been in Sacramento for like 4 years now. And it's just been nothing but love and support from Sacramento. Like, I pretty much just say I'm from Sacramento, California. That's how much love I get out here, man. It's crazy. Everybody's behind me, like all the gyms, really. But really, when I was in Fairfield, I was coming up here a lot to spar. So really, everybody know me a little bit, but it's just like I just been getting a lot of love from everybody. So it's been amazing out here.
That's awesome.
But yeah, originally from Vallejo, Oakland, California. So, but I ain't been out there in a while. But all my family's out there, so I claim Sacramento where I get the most love from. So.
I feel it, man. I feel it. And when you were at Fairfield, you kind of like right in the middle. You're like an hour away from San Francisco, and then an hour away from Sac.
Yeah. Because that's literally what we was doing. It was going to the Bay Area to spar, back, and one weekend go to Sac to spar. So, a lot of traveling, man. It's crazy how much.
I feel it.
Just right now, I went to I just got back from Stockton, California. So, Sac, just a quick little hour drive,
And I bet it was hot out there, huh?
Oh man, it's hot, but gotta get used to it. I be running out here like, man, I gotta get that thin air, that thin high air, because a lot of these gyms, like my gym, we don't got AC. I'm in like a little garage, so you get like 110, 115, and if it's 100 out, it's 15 degrees hotter in the gym. So hey, ain't no excuses to make weight, we in there sweating.
Nah, for real, that's gonna help make it weight.
Hey,
man.
that's
so,
what the
how do you get into
made.
boxing?
A lot of champions are made in gyms like that without the AC,
There you go, man. So how do you get into boxing, man? Tell us a little bit about that.
I started off really doing like football and basketball at the YMCA. I was like 6, 7, and then one day, I don't know, we just had some gloves laying around from my stepdad, and me and my brother got into a little argument. My stepdad was like, well, come down here, let's settle it. Let's settle the argument. So I put on the gloves, we in the kitchen. My brother, he getting the best of me for like the first minute. I'm all covered up. And then out of nowhere, I throw an uppercut and caught him. He went stiff, and he fell. I knocked him out cold. I knocked him out cold. And ever since then, we went to the parking lot, to the gym, and now we on the big screen now. We're 6-0 now. So it started off in the room, really. So
yeah, and then I heard in a previous interview that you said like initially when you started boxing, like you hated it,
man,
you didn't like it.
I hated boxing.
When did it start clicking? When did it start clicking for you and you started loving the sport?
It started clicking when I started traveling. I started seeing different places. I started getting stipends. I started started meeting different legends. Just surrounding myself with the best talents. Really, like man, I could actually do something, man. Like I started to look. Now I look back, I'm like, man, I would have never been to all these places if it wasn't for me winning these tournaments like Silver Gloves, Junior Olympics, and Nationals.
Right.
So I'm like, man, boxing has done a lot for me, man. Like, It's just crazy. I don't think I would have been out of California if it wasn't for boxing. Like I look back, and I'm just so thankful. Like, geez, boxing has given me a different look on life. You know, besides discipline and dedication. You know, it's crazy. Like I'm just thankful.
Yeah, it's a global sport, man. You see the people up in Britain, Australia, Japan, here in the U.S., Mexico. It's all over,
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy. Like and that's we only touching the surface. I know I'm gonna be going. There's a lot more places that we're gonna be going. So I'm excited for the journey. Sometimes you gotta stop and look
Absolutely,
back. You
man.
gotta look back sometimes to see where you came from, see where you're going. So I always just like to kind of take a
Yeah,
look back at my journey because it's been a long journey, but it's been a good one.
yeah, and I know having a great support system helps, man. And I got to give you a congratulations for your beautiful
Thank
family.
you,
Your wife and your
thank you.
kid. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of how big of a support system your wife has been?
Oh man, she the biggest support system. She really like my assistant, really, because like on my Instagram, it's really her like behind my Instagram, like running everything, like the messages and everything. Like I'm so busy, I don't want to be texting nobody back. I'm like, I'm in a cranky mood. I'm in a training camp. I just want to beat this guy down August 5th. I'm like so focused. So she
Hmm.
really like my, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm in the gym. She gets me a water whenever I need the water. I got my gloves on. She be tying my gloves up. It's crazy. Like I got a good support system because different gyms that I go to, a lot of people they not. How can I say it? They don't really got the support where they could be. Like somebody
Hmm.
taking them just out of town to go sparring would be a big help. They ain't never left their gym. My coach, we
Right.
drove to Vegas. Like that's crazy. My coach making sacrifices. Some other coaches be like, no, I'm not taking you
I
to no Vegas to go spar. So
I saw that. Is that where you're sparring with
yeah,
Fernando Vargas
yeah,
Jr. up
yeah.
in
We
Vegas?
did 30 rounds. We did 30 rounds in 3 days.
Dang,
Morning and night.
put in that
We
work.
got it in. But
Oh
just
man, that's
having that
awesome,
support
man.
system, like my coach, my girlfriend, even my extended family, my uncles, my girl's mom. Uh, Man, the support is endless, and I really appreciate everybody. Like just even somebody that I met a year ago, he went all the way to Mexico with me to watch me fight. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
That's big.
Some of my friends I know from elementary don't even don't even comment on my posts. So I'm like, man, if you did, I was literally just talking to him like 2 days ago. I was like, man, I really appreciate you, bro. You came out to Mexico, bro. You only knew me for like a week. He's like, he came to Mexico to watch me fight. People I know for 10 plus years, they ain't even comment on the post. Like, so it's just crazy, man. Just to love like the support system that I got from people that surround me. So you know, I'm just so thankful because a lot of people don't even get that, man. Some people don't even leave their gym to go get sparring. So I'm just so thankful.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. And I know right now you're currently campaigning at 160
Yes, sir.
pounds. Is this the weight you plan to
Yes,
win the
sir.
championship at?
As long as I can keep making 160, I'm gonna keep making 160. Like right now, I'm about 173 right now. I'm 2 weeks out, so a little bit of cutting. I'm the fat guy. If I don't got a date coming up, I'm eating. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm eating, but once I get that date, then I'm locked in. And everything is serious. I'm always training 24/7, but once I really get that date and we really get that camp 10 weeks, like we've been going at it 10 weeks literally. But 160. I'm getting stronger. This camp, I introduced some weights, bench presses, and some squats. I do a lot of resistant bands, but this camp, do a lot of bench presses and squats and dumbbells and stuff like that. So the power is gonna be different this fight. So yeah.
Oh snap! All right,
I'm,
looking
I'm
forward to
still
seeing that,
trying to
man.
figure it out. Like 6 fights, I'm still trying to figure out okay what's best for me, how to cut, and then I got a great team like this. One of my coaches, I got 3 coaches. Joe Urias, he started off with Uriah Favor and training with them, and I'm just thankful for his knowledge. Like I got knowledge coming from different angles. and some people don't even get that. So
Yeah.
I'm so blessed to have the team around me that I have, really. So, you know.
And what are your thoughts on the current middleweight division? Certainly not trying to rush you to fight the champions right now. I know you're still kind of on the up and up and learning.
Right.
But what do you think of the current champions and the kind of current top guys there?
And yeah, it's not really too many people really at 160 because where they got Charlo, Jamel,
The Jamal,
Jamal.
yeah.
I forget
It
their
took me a while to
names.
learn which one
They
was
got
what.
Jamal, right? You got the Charlos. You got Triple
Yeah.
G. Triple G on his way out. And then that's really it. We got what Boo Boo Andrade. Actually we got what Jaime Munguia. I was trying to get some sparring with him and TJ, but he wouldn't answer my messages on Instagram. But no, this 160 is looking good. But we got Troy Isley. Who else? Got some up. Xander Zayas is almost there. It's gonna be a pack. It's gonna be packed in a few years. There's gonna be some new champs. The old guys is gonna be out of there, but it's gonna be some new guys up there. And I feel like the 160 division is it's for the taking. You just get up there. I just want to get my rankings real low. This fight on August 5th will boost my rankings up because the guy he's 7-0 on paper. So I'm just hoping to get my rankings boosted up as much as I can. So, but the 160 division is cool. It's all right. It ain't like the 130, 135
Those are on
division.
fire right now.
I was like, hate to be a 135 pounder. We got Ryan Garcia. We got Tank. Who else you got?
Haney.
You got so many. Lomachenko. Teofimo. Devin Haney.
Too many.
They got too many people in that division. I'm like, man, I'm so glad in that 160.
I feel it, man. I feel it.
I would hate to be a 135 pounder.
Yeah, talk about the lightweight division. I want to talk about something that Ryan Garcia said recently. So he went on record saying that basically belts don't matter. It's about kind of making the big fights, and it's really he could care less about championships. You as an up and coming boxer, like, what's your thoughts on that statement? Do you kind of agree or disagree?
I mean, I agree because back in the day, it really didn't matter. You call somebody out and y'all fighting in the phone booth the next week, So it's kind of bringing back that old school style. Like, I'm calling you out. Let's fight. Let's do it. Leave the managers out of it. Let's get it done. So I'm liking that. Like, he's pushing the issue, and so we gotta see what Tank gonna do. He gonna hit up Floyd or something, and then wait 6-7 months or so to fight. But so Mario. What's that? Yeah, it's just he bringing back the old school, just calling him out on Instagram. So let's see if Tank accept the fight. It's gonna be a good fight, but Tank got too much power. He got that Baltimore. He come from the murder capital. It's crazy out there. He carries that on his back, Baltimore. So I don't see Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is an Instagram. He's an Instagram boxer. So. He got more followers.
Can't disagree with that, man. He does a lot of talking outside the ring, but he's entertaining.
Yeah, but Ryan Garcia, he can fight. He disposed of Fortuna the other day, so I thought it was going to take him a little longer than 6, but he got it done.
I agree, especially because Fortuna gave JoJo a pretty good fight.
Yeah, he did, for real. So I was expecting that Fortuna to come out, but Ryan Garcia just took him apart with that little foot. But hopefully, he said, Tank said something about see you at the end of the year. So, hey, let's hope that's the fight.
That'd be a good one. And then as far as for your fights, Joeshon, how do you prepare for the fights? Are you the type of person that studies your opponent, watches tape, or you kind of more focus on you and what you can improve on?
Man, I ain't even see this guy when my coach and my manager, he's like, hey, Nazar uppercut promotion, card I'm fighting on. He's like 6-0 guy. Well, he was 6-0, not 7. I was like, let's do it. I'm not afraid to take these fights because I want to see if I got it in me before I get to the big screen. Why wait for top rank and fight somebody that's 10-0 for what $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 and get beat when you see if you got it here local, So I'm here to see what I got and see what I can do, and I'm here to challenge myself. I'm not here to get no cherry picking somebody that's gonna fall down in 30 seconds. You know, if you see all my fights, ain't nobody fell down in 30 seconds. I had to go get them. You know, so if you go watch my opponent's fights, all his guys fell down in 30 seconds. So, but I don't really look at my fighter. I let my coach, my three coaches, they observe and then they train me based off of what his strong points are. So we've been working on like um, he throws a lot of lefts to the body and up top. He like doubles it up. So we've been working on not reacting to it too much and just catching everything. Because my Mexico fight, I got dropped. I got dropped my last fight. I got to relax. First round, I was like, okay, I got this fool. And I went out there next round to relax, had my hands down, got caught. I didn't even see it. I didn't even know I was down until I was back up. I was like did you just get knocked down? Like, I was like, oh, I'm in for a long night. So I had to turn on the jets on him. So I was like, man, I'm glad it happened in Mexico though. Like, learn from it, you know. I'm glad it happened in Mexico, not on the big screen, on freaking televised, you know. So, but I know he gonna try to throw the left hook. He gonna think he can get me with it. And it's going once he feel the power, he gonna be running the whole night. Watch. I'm ready. His corner gonna throw in the towel. Watch by the fifth round.
Yeah, I think so. And to your point, I think it's really great to experience adversity, at a young stage in your career, because it's always that question mark, like how is someone going to react when they finally get hurt, And I think you've been through that and you rebounded in great fashion.
Exactly.
So just kind of to piggyback off that question, like who's been the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with? It could be either a pro fight or sparring.
Really? Sugar Sheree from San Francisco. Sheree Muhammatovic. Sharper than a knife. He can switch. Man, I've been sparring him. We go way back, but Sheree's been like the hardest puncher that I've been sparring lately. Well, he's actually moved up, so I actually have been avoiding him. He's been out of sparring. It's too heavy, bro. Like, there's no need to really like take those hard punches before a fight, because it's like you already fought. If you take no hard punches in sparring, it's pretty much like you taking a fight with no headgear. So I've been avoiding them. Don't tell him that if you're watching this, Sheree. I've been avoiding.
I'm sure you're gonna message you like, yo,
Sheree,
come get it.
right. But as far as and then being knocked down, it's a punch you don't see. It's not even was a hard shot. I just didn't see it, and I was down. I was like, what the hell? I just got knocked down. But you saw I bounced right back up, and I was ready to go. So I'm glad that I know I could get back up and keep fighting. So, but yeah, facing adversity early. So I know I got it. I know I got that warrior in me. That's my first time ever in my career doing all my sparrings, all my amateurs. First, I'm like, come on, man, had to happen here.
You're in a fight.
It's all good. I got to relax. In there, and that's the thing that I can't do in this fight. I'm not gonna get relaxed. I'm gonna keep my foot on the gas.
Yes. So let's talk about your next fight. So you'll be the co-main event on August 5th. In Sacramento, California. That fight hosted by Uppercut Promotions. I saw the press release for that, man. They said your fight can potentially steal the show. So I know that's a lot of hype they're building for the fight, man. What does it mean being a co-main event to like such a big event?
Oh man, it means a lot. Just for my friends and family to come out and see me fight. Because they've been watching me. A lot of people who come to the fight been watching me since I was little. So for them to see me into a grown man fighting a co-main event under Devin Haney, Uppercut Promotions. It's a blessing, man. It's been a long journey since the pandemic happened to now. Like, it's crazy because we were finna go pro, 2020, and we had to wait until 2021. So it's been literally like almost a year and a half since I've been pro, and it's just like time flies. It's like sometimes you gotta like slow down and and just like look back, like, jeez, man, it's been a year since I've been pro. Like it's been a year, literally, last year since I made my USA debut. So it's just crazy. Like, damn, I made my USA debut last year this time. Where did the time go? So it's just a blessing, like how far we've come. We got a long journey to go, but we got to get through August 5th. Chris Thompson 7-0. You know, being co-main event. If you really look at everybody else on that card, everybody fighting a losing record. Why fight somebody with a losing record? I mean, yeah, it looks good. It's your business. You know, everybody wants to protect that zero, but these guys are good. That's on the show. Like Haney Sandoval, he's good. Mari Jones, you know, he's good. He's real good. Just took him apart in sparring, though. You know. Hey, can't nobody touch me in California, for real. Ain't no 160. Anybody in California, 160 pounders? Come on now. Let's set it up. We can set it up, fight, whatever. I'm just getting better every day. You know, I'm not even trying to be cocky. I'm just keeping it real.
Man.
Like if you see me spar against these guys, you're like, man, this guy's on a whole different level. Like once you see me, you become a believer. You know, like I can sit here all I want and talk about I did this and sparring, did that, but until you see it, and you're like, okay, your eyes gonna be wide open.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
But you know, being co-main event, I really should be main event just because it's two undefeated fighters. You know, that's really a Showtime event. That's really a Showtime new box generation type. You know, top. That's a damn near top rank co-main event. And so, you know, I'm glad I can give my hometown fans a good show. So it's gonna be a good one.
Absolutely, and I think you're a few fights away from being a main event. And you know, like I said,
man, because look at Teofimo Lopez. He's like at 13, 14 fights.
Yeah, quick.
Look at David Morrell Jr. in 168 pounder. Well, he only got like 6 fights. A lot of these guys. Look, what Shakur got? How many? He got like 20. Shakur got like 20 fights, or no, he got like 15 fights, right?
20.
Like 20 or so. A lot of these guys are only having like 13, 14, 15 fights and is already fighting for the title, got belts and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, get these 7-0 fighters out the way, start getting these undefeated fighters. I know my rankings is gonna go down low. I'll be to get there. No, it's no rush. I'm still learning. Just like I'm still a student to the game. I've been doing it since I was 8 years old. I'm really a veteran. You know, a lot of people don't realize I'm really a veteran. But I'm a student to the game. I'm always learning. I'm taking from different people like Yaki Lopez. You know, whoever wants to give me pointers, I'm taking that and adding it to my arsenal. You know, you can never have too many weapons in your in your arsenal. So I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. You know, I'm still learning, but I am one of the best in California.
Absolutely, man. And I'm looking forward to you kind of making the stage. Like the Bay Area scene has been lacking, at least on the pro level, since Andre Ward retired. You know, if you see all those fights up in Oregon, up in Oakland, do you have any aspirations to eventually have a fight in Oakland or San Francisco?
Oh yeah, the Golden One Center. It was my coach just talking about the other day. Man, we need to get that Golden One Center cracking out here in Sacramento. I don't think there's ever been a fight in the Golden One Center.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
So, that'd mean everything. Like, you know, the goal at the end of the day is make a lot of money and take care of people around me who supported me from day one. That's just give back to the community. You know, a lot of these fighters fighting on Top Rank, I know they're getting top dollar. You know, like do a backpack drive. You know, be able to touch some of these. Like you probably can't even message some of these guys out here in Sacramento without them. You know, not even probably leaving you on red. Yeah. Like, you know, I want to be known as the people's champ. You know, like being able to reach out to people and do toy drives and food giveaways. You know, if I get a big shot on Top Rank, you know, make a lot of money. I mean, Thanksgiving, do a turkey drive. You know, talk to people. Some of these guys, they go to the amateur shows and they sit in the corner and they act like they just hot shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you're not even approachable. Yeah. You know, I want to be approachable. Like, hey, Sean, what's up, man? You know, I just chat it up. Like, I don't know. My journey is just different. Like, I just want to be different and be able to touch the people, come back and get back to the community of Sacramento. For real.
That's beautiful, man. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
Talking about your journey, what's the furthest you've had to actually travel to get sparring?
Well,
Vegas?
Vegas. That was just a different look. We wanted to get out of Sacramento because I can't really get sparring in Sacramento now. People making excuses and saying they hand hurt and stuff. Aw, come on, bro. I'm like, come on. You was about to get ready for a fight, and we was like, I wasn't really in shape, but you know, I was like, okay, he getting ready for a fight. Let me help him out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Like they didn't return the favor, so. But it is also my comfort zone, Sacramento, California. So I'm like, let's go to Vegas and let's go get
Yeah.
challenged. And that's what happened with Fernando Vargas Jr. He was real slick, southpaw. Literally, out of the 8 people that sparred, 6 of them were southpaws. So that was different. That already threw me for a loop. I'm like, damn, he's southpaw too. Like, gee, I couldn't get a break.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I got tested, and I know what I got. You know, and but the thing when I was sparring, I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I haven't really told anybody this. Only my coaches know, but he was throwing a lot of low blows. He he was setting up his shots with a low
Mm-hmm.
blow. My cup, I use a sting cup. It ain't like one of the big belt ones. It's just right there. So if you hit it, that's already a low blow. So he was hitting it, and I was like, oh man, and then he'll tee off on me. I'm like, I saw you setting up your combinations. Come on, man. So hey, the king of the low blows is
There you
Junior.
go.
But
That's vicious, man. That's
but
vicious.
nah, it was good experiences out there in Vegas. So that's the farthest we went. We probably gonna go back again after. I'm focusing on August 5th, but we got something set up September back in Vegas just off of my
Mm-hmm.
sparring. There were some promoters out there. He's like, go finish this guy August 5th and then come back to Vegas September. We got to fight for you. So I don't know if I'm A side or B
Mm-hmm.
side or who it is, but hey, we ready. We're not dodging nobody, you
Yeah,
know?
and Vegas is gonna
So,
be buzzing in September because that's where they're gonna have a Canelo Triple G trilogy.
yep. Early September. I don't know what it is, but I got to focus on August 5th, you know? So, but we do got something set up after. So,
Oh, that's awesome, man. Big things definitely coming, man. Big things coming.
man, for real, I'm like, that's what we were really, looking at network. A lot of people who know a lot of big names are just giving us numbers and it's so easy just to give out a number to somebody. Like out here in Sacramento, it's like crabs in a bucket, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody don't want to help nobody. Some people was literally telling us, oh, we got to have a contract first before I give you so and so, or if you want to go pro, I'm gonna have to write you a contract 30%. I'm like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
If you really had my best interest, you would have helped us out, you
Yeah.
know? So my coaches, we all be doing it ourselves. My coach is my manager. He do everything. He set up my sparring. He networked all his fights. When people ask him, Sean, do you got a manager? Like, no, my coach, my manager. They be like, what the hell? He been doing all of this. I'm like, yeah, my coach. He makes sacrifices just like me, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So everybody's sacrificing, you know. So I'm just blessed to have a good team around me.
Absolutely, man. Who was your favorite boxer growing up?
Oh man, Joe Lewis, man, the Bronze Bomber. I remember doing a school report. I did an autobiography on him. Yeah, I was like probably 3rd grade or something like that. I just like how he's so quiet
Mm-hmm.
spoken, but you know it was different times back then, so maybe he was under a lot of, you know, a lot of pressure and
Right.
a lot of that stuff going on back in the days. But you know he'll knock out his opponent, go back and lead the ring, no smile. You know I'm not really the type to really celebrate. You know when I win, I just I'll smile, take some pictures, and I'm heading back. I'm not really satisfied. I'm not really satisfied with none of my wins really. I really don't even consider myself 6-0. On my 4 Mexico fights, like man, that ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really only fought twice.
Right.
My 2 Sacramento fights, I'm like, man, I'm really only 2-0, really. You know, if I really have to say, fuck the Mexico fights. You know, I really ain't fought nobody until I got in the States. I mean, the first guy I fought, Marvin, he had a draw. He was 0-1.
Right.
He was undefeated. And then the second guy I fought, he probably had hella losses. And the third guy I fought had hella losses. And then I had got the August fight last year against Christian Duran, who was 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I was really my first fight. Really, dispatched him. I really was hella nervous too coming out. I didn't say nothing. I just walked out. I was looking straight at the ring. I was like, ah. And then the next time I fought, January, I was a little bit more relaxed. I was saying what's up to the crowd, pumping fists. You're a little bit more relaxed. I knocked him down, but I should have finished him. So I was too nice.
Mm-hmm.
So this time we've been working on like being aggressive. Like if you see my sparrings lately, man, knocking fools down with 16 ounces in headgear. So it's crazy.
Another level,
And
man.
these guys are well known. So like we don't even record none of this stuff. They got all the footage, man. These guys come in with cameras and like we don't even care to record, man. It's gonna be a whole bunch of you getting your ass beat. So go ahead, you want to record?
Yeah, I have been seeing a lot more of that trend where people posted on Instagram there's sparring footage,
Oh yeah, little. Cause it's like when I posted that guy he was in Dubai, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody sent it to him. He was way in Dubai. He called his dad. His dad called my stepdad. My stepdad called my coach. Like, what's going on, man? Cause me, if I post something, I don't say much.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to post that, it was all like, man, what's going on, man? Like, there was something going on with Sean. Is he mad at us or something? So when word got back that I posted that, it was like, man, we cool, man. We love you, man. But if you go on his page, he posting sparring every other day. I'm like, what's the difference between me posting a sparring and then you having a whole film crew filming sparring and you editing and chopping it up, adding music and all of this rah stuff, like, bro, like stop being butthurt, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Take your wins like your losses,
Keep the same energy.
Like these guys doing too much crying, man. Like I'm thinking about deleting it, like I don't even like posting sparring like that because I got too much respect. I got too much respect for my sparring partners,
Right.
Like if these undefeated pros on sparring, man, I respect you, man. The work was mutual, Like I want to be able to spar you again, and just have be locked in. Like wherever we go, we want to show love and we want to get love back. So for me to post a sparring is really disrespectful, really, Even if you was okay with it, I'm not gonna post sparring because I respect you. It's just about respect. If you posting, you hitting somebody and beating them up, it's just you don't got no respect for them.
Right, and they ain't coming back. Like you said, sparring is all about getting quality work and just sharpening iron.
Exactly, and if the work was really good, you getting your ass beat too. It's not just one sided. If the work is really good, you shouldn't be able to have you shouldn't be able to edit it no video and get no highlights.
Yeah.
So. But that's just me. Well, I'm different. We different over here. Like we got respect and morals over here. So for me, it's like, man, I contemplated a lot on posting that video. Just a little clip. Like, man, should I post it? Oh, I sat on it for like 3 or 4 days. Like, so go ahead. I only live once.
Right. So boxing is red hot right now. Who's your number one pound for pound fighter that's currently active?
Devin Haney.
Oh man.
That fool went over there to Australia and dispatched that fool Cambosos. He ain't scared to fight nobody either. Devin Haney really can box and really can fight. So really, Devin Haney really on top of my list too. He should be there at the fights because he got 2 people that signed underneath him, Amari, and then there was one other kid that just got added from New York. So Devin Haney should be there. Maybe I might get signed with Devin Haney. I don't know. Maybe he might see what he like.
You might, man. That you kind of just segue to my next question because I was going to ask you, of the big promotional players out there, right? You got Top Rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom, Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Let's throw in Haney Promotions in there as well.
Right.
Who would you prefer to sign with if you actually had to choose?
Nah, but really, I probably wouldn't want to sign to another fighter just because I think they still fighting and figuring it out, and I don't think I could benefit the money wise. Because I know you're gonna be holding back on that money, Because but I would probably sign with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn got everybody's best interest. He got all his fighters on rotation, and he really talks highly of all his fighters. I think Montana Love got signed. he was what, like 13-0, and then Eddie Hearn had seen him fight. He's like, "You not signed yet?" And he signed him. So you know, we just staying busy. I think 13, 14, probably 15-0, people start taking me serious. But after this fight, I think more people are gonna take me serious. Like they know Joeshon James, Shontime, but really after this fight, they're gonna really like, okay, he's serious. And then, so once I get like 10-0, then I think people are gonna start taking me serious. Like just recently, I was trying to get some sponsorships. Like I know people don't really benefit off these small shows, but like you got a chance to really like back a fighter that maybe could be a big name one of these days, you know. So a lot of these guys, they left me on red. So I'm like, man, it's just motivation. Like I'm gonna just make you regret it, man.
Yeah, that's how it works,
Because
man.
hey,
That's how it works.
once we get that television, the prices go up. The shorts prices go up, you know. So quickly, hey, that $250 that you could help me out is gonna be 10,000. So
Yeah,
you know, but so I like Matchroom, whoever. I'm trying to do a bidding war, you know. I just want to keep fighting wherever people want me to fight. I'm gonna fight, and I'm gonna keep giving it all I got, really, you know. Because I know I'm made for this. I've been doing it for too long. I know what I got. I know where I came from. I know where I'm going, you know. So a lot of these guys are just doing it to look good on social media. I don't care about the social media. I could delete the Instagram, and I just deleted Instagram hella times. I don't really care about the social media, really. You know, I'm not an Instagram boxer. A lot of these guys be like, hey, you need to start building up your media, your platform. Like, yeah, that look good to like some probably promotional companies like that. You got Instagram followers, but I'm a real fighter in real life. You know, that's my goal. I want to fight, man. Give me the best guy. You know, I want to put my all on the line and really see what I got. You know, really testing yourself. I want to test myself and see what I got. I don't want to be fighting these one in 13 guys for 10 fights straight. Hell no. Like, give me these undefeated fighters, man. Let's make some big upsets. You know. So I'm in it to win it. You know.
yeah.
I'm not in it to look good.
I feel that, man. You know, real throwback fighter. You know, I think nowadays it's all about protecting that. Oh, right. As soon as you lose,
Right.
you
It's your
you,
business, bro.
you
It's your
become
business,
nobody.
really. I mean, it's how we all make money. It's your business. All people, because when somebody gonna say come up to you and say, hey, I'm a boxer, but what's the first thing you gonna ask? What's your record?
What's your record? Who you
You know,
fought?
who you fought. I mean, knockouts you got. You know,
Yeah,
you got no losses, right? So I mean, it come with the game. It's evolved now. You know, Floyd kind of set that tone where undefeated is, you know, the best. You know, at 50-0. So everybody trying to get there and surpass Floyd. So you gotta protect it. You know.
yeah, absolutely, man. And I think that the accolades for you are starting to slowly come in. I saw recently there's that top 10 NorCal boxers list, and you were number one.
I was surprised, man. That kind of made my heart melt a little bit. I was like, oh man, people out there actually recognize me. Actually recognize that I'm actually a real fighter. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So people they know me from back in the day, but now they know. I took a little break because I had a back injury for like 2 years. Then I moved out to SAC, and then people were like, "Oh, Sean, I'm back." I didn't really want the people to know that I was back,
Mm-hmm.
but people started realizing that I was back. So now they're like, "Okay." But you know, that's a blessing. You know, that some people out there recognize me that I'm fighting undefeated fighters and that I'm actually in it to fight the best. So that really meant a lot coming from Stride Boxing.
Yeah, no, that was huge, man. All right,
Well,
so
there should have been a few other people on that list. Maybe like Kenny Lopez. He just beat an undefeated fighter. Sheree Muhammad Tovik should have been on that because he had a draw with on the PBC, but he should have won that fight. So who else should have been on that?
was Damani Kato Kane on there?
I think he was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Kane.
Yeah.
Damani should have been on too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Kane Sandoval was there. I think he was like the youngest one on the list.
Yeah. He was like right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. That boy got a lot of power. He gonna be good. But I mean, everybody on their own path, you know.
Yep.
I want my path to be how we doing it right now. So August 5th, 6-0 versus 7. And the motherfucker Chris Thompson, he's scared. He sent the doctor's note to Nazar talking about his wrist hurt.
Oh man, already
Look,
starting with the narrative.
hey, cause we supposed to fight. in May before I went to Mexico, but he pulled out. He wanted to take a tuna fight, so then he got 7-0, and then so now we setting up now. But he's been wanting to pull out for hella long, so we got another backup fighter just in case he does pull out. But he was really wanting to pull out. Literally 2 nights ago, he sent the doctor note, and the doctor note was all like, patient cannot fight August 5th due to injury. I'm like, come on, bro. He's so scary, man. He's a real life nerd. I'm gonna really beat him up the whole 6 rounds. Watch. I'm not even looking for the knockout anymore, because that's been my problem since my first fight. I've been looking for that knockout, but we're not gonna look for a knockout. We're just gonna look to whoop his ass all
Yeah.
6 rounds. You
Let the
know?
knockout come.
Yep, it's gonna come. It came the last fight. I really should have went back in January. Brian Martinez. And I dropped him. I should have got back on him, but it was too nice, and I let off the gas. But I'm just gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna beat him down the whole 6 rounds. Watch, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Once he feels his power. If you really look at all my fights, once they got hit with a hard shot, what they do? They start hugging and running.
Mm-hmm.
If you really notice that, they all start running and hugging. So
Yeah.
watch, he gonna start running and hugging. He turned into a hugger the whole fight. Watch. And we've been working on some vicious body shots. I actually knocked down my sparring partner earlier today. A body shot.
Anyway, just in case he starts hugging.
Right, exactly. So, we're going there with a good game plan, and I'm just so thankful. I got a good team behind me who believe in me. Most guys wouldn't have took that fight. I took it the second Nazar said, "Hey, we got a 6-0 guy." I said, "Let's do it." Why not?
Yeah, I feel it, man.
It only hurts you not to take it. So,
Perfect. So the last question I got for you is actually kind of like a serious and mini question. So as a fellow fighter, and I know you're a boxing fan too, I want to
yeah.
pick your brain and just ask you who you got out of the upcoming fight. So the first one, Canelo versus Triple G3. Who wins?
Man, I want Triple G to win, but he's just too old now. The first fight, Triple G won that one.
You did.
But they call it a draw. I'm like, man, I lost $50. Well, I didn't win $50. I had
Go
$50 on
ahead.
mine. Like, oh, y'all cheated me out of $50.
Mm-hmm.
And the second fight, Canelo did. He did. Oh, okay. Go ahead. The second fight, Canelo did do a little bit more. So the third fight, Canelo's just gonna get him just because it's just more active. Triple G, he's just older now. It's like it's actually pointless for him to fight. I think really, like man,
I think so too.
why y'all wait
I,
so late? Like,
I
so
want to
I
see
probably won't be
Canelo
fine,
Charlo or Canelo Benavidez instead of Triple G.
man.
Triple G.
But hey, Canelo's scared to fight Benavidez. Benavidez is a monster. He
He's
the
big
real,
too.
monster at 168. Ain't nobody touching.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Next
I
fight,
got Canelo. Canelo triple
Canelo.
triple G. Canelo gonna win that one. Unanimous decision.
All right. Next one. It still hasn't been signed, but Errol Spence Jr. turns Crawford.
Oh, Bud Crawford. It's because he can switch. He can switch. He got power in both hands. It's just he's so crafty and he got too much power. He's gonna be too much for Earl Spence. Or Earl Spence ain't seen nobody who can switch back and forth like Bud. So I got Bud on that one. A lot of people, they be calling me Baby Bud.
That's a
I think we
compliment.
fight. Yeah, it is. But
All
yeah.
right. Next one, Dimitri Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev. Who you got there?
Oh, better be. Oh, that fool better be got too much power, man.
Man,
He,
that last
well,
fight
he
against
like,
Will Smith Jr. Whew.
yeah, he was clipping him. That's how you know he got so much power because he just clipped him and then his legs was gone. Like his power is crazy. I think he gonna knock out Bivol. Cause he like Russian or something.
Yeah, he Russian. Mm-hmm.
That fool, they they
Canadian
be out
Russian, I
there.
think.
Yeah, they be out there doing the ice baths out there in the ocean and shit. So them motherfuckers, they naturally strong, they got a heart. I think my brother was sparring a Russian one time at a wild card gym way back in the day, and that mug he kept coming and coming. My brother was throwing everything at him. I'm like, no, Russian, bro, they got too much heart. Like they won't give up, until the death. So Beterbiev is gonna beat Bivol.
All right, next fight: Anthony Joshua Usyk, the rematch.
Oh
Is
my
that playing out
God,
differently?
Joshua. Yeah,
It's
just like he gave up with Andy Ruiz, he gonna get it back. He really seemed off in the fight. Like he wasn't really throwing nothing.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, he gonna get it back. He gonna take it serious this fight. But I think Joshua, he's trash now. Like, bro, you gotta stop losing, man, to these guys on the first fight and then asking for rematches. Like, come on now.
I think that may be it, because with the rematch clause, you tend to feel like you got like a safety net, so you
Right,
don't leave it all out in the first fight.
right. Yeah, they need to get rid of that rematch clause. They need to get
Yeah,
rid of it.
make it earn it.
Just like
All right.
Cam Bosa's, he's like, let's do it again. We got the rematch clause. We're gonna do it again. Like, you got your ass whooped, man.
And the fact that's in Australia too kind of bugs me, because I'm like,
Right.
well, the Haney's a champion now. Let's do that over here.
Exactly, but like I said, Devin Haney's on my top list because he's like, okay, let's do it. He went over there, and dispatched them, and now
All
he
right.
ready to do it again. So,
All right. So you already answered kind of my last question. So I was gonna ask you Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. So you got Tank.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna twist it up and say Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, I can't even say nothing on that one because
It's a draw.
or he can punch, but he can't get hit too. But it's gonna be a chess match in there. I don't think nobody gonna land a punch on each other. It's gonna be a draw.
It can happen. I can see
It's
that
gonna
playing
be
out that way.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of counter punching and missing in that fight. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a draw on that one on the first fight.
I can see it, man. I can see it.
But that's gonna happen probably later, probably way down the road next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's
these
years.
super fights, they tend to let them play out for a while. I mean, nobody really wants to see their fighter lose. I don't want to see Shakur lose. I want to see Devin Haney lose. Why? Wait as long as you can till the mega money is there, and then maybe on their way out or something, they could retire off of that money or something.
Absolutely. Make it as big as possible. I feel it.
Right. You know what?
Let's,
Going back to that top 10 list, Angel Chavez should have been on that too. From Salinas. Angel Chavez. He fights at 75. He's really good. Got power.
Sweet, man. Well, Joeshon, thank you so much for the time. Just to wrap it up, man, I'm gonna basically give you the floor, give you the platform. So tell people where they can find you, and then shout out anybody you want to shout out, your coach. Go for
Oh
it, man.
man. Joeshon James here on No Boxing No Problem podcast. It's an honor for you to have me. I was the first guest, right?
First guest, man.
Yeah. Yes, man, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna always remember this. Like, just these times like that is like memories, like I could always look back and be like, damn, who was there from the start? And
Yeah.
so I appreciate you, man. Y'all can find me on Instagram at 2Shon3 SHON Sean 2Shon3 on Instagram. That's my only social media. August 5th, I will be fighting a 7-0 fighter. I'm 6-0, so I'm going for 7-0 August 5th. You guys just check me out. I'm here to fight. You guys gonna fall in love with my style once you see me fight. I'll probably bring back like the old school fight. I'll probably remind everybody of Joe Louis. That's probably, I attract a lot of the older crowds too, and they be seeing me fight. I'm like, dang, you remind me of a, old school fighting. So, you know, so y'all just be on the lookout for Joeshon Shontime James out of Sacramento, California, man.
Absolutely, man. Well, again, Joeshon, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate you kind of chopping it up. This was a great conversation.
Yes,
And
sir.
I look forward to seeing you August 5th in person. I got front row tickets for that fight.
Oh shit.
So
Okay. Yeah. Yes,
do your
sir.
thing, man.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Have a good night. Take care, man.
All right, brother.